on dyslexia. Does anybody know what dyslexia is? First of all, have you ever heard of dyslexia? Have you heard that term before? Do you know what it is? So it's when like you have a disability that like when you're reading something, it like kind of like moves around on the page. Okay. What's your name? Kyrie. Kyrie. Excellent. What do you know about this?
I know it's a disability about like reading when you can't focus really well. So that's like the teacher might say that to you or something like that.
That kid right there with the glasses.
Wow, I have two scholars here who just basically told you what I was going to share with you. First of all, I'm super excited that you even know what dyslexia is because part of the problem, I work with children, adolescents, teenagers, and adults with dyslexia. Many people don't realize that dyslexia is one of the most common learning disabilities affecting 1 in 5, not just here in Philadelphia, but globally. So that's globally, regionally, internationally, around the world. So with that being said, dyslexia impacts a person's mental health. So what do I mean by that? Imagine being in a classroom and you have trouble reading. You know Mr. or Mrs. Thomas is going to call on you to read out loud. You might start to feel stress in your stomach. You might start to feel anxiety. You might start to feel ashamed or embarrassed because you don't want kids or anybody to laugh at you or tease you because you can't read or because you're stuttering or because you don't know the answer. So dyslexia affects people in a lot of different areas, but it definitely impacts their mental health with stress, anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and oftentimes it's not just in school, it affects people in their personal lives, on their jobs. I work with a lot of adults who, they know their job, they know what to do with their job, but because of the demand of the job, it's not that they can't do the job, but the manager or the supervisor expects them to be able to perform at a certain rate. Just like your teachers, they might expect you to read, 10 pages and answer questions at the end. It might not be that you can't answer it, it might be that you need more time, you need accommodations, you need support. So everything at the heart of the reading clinic, first of all, is about awareness. Awareness for what dyslexia, what is it, what does it look like? Because it looks different for different people. It looks different in little girls, little boys, different age groups. And then it's also important, the best type of intervention is early intervention. So if you suspect something is wrong with you, your mother, your father, your grandfather suspect something is wrong with you, it's important to get the help and the support that you need early on. And I have to be quite honest with you, there are many teachers, not because they're bad teachers or bad educators, that don't understand what dyslexia is. So part of the major problem with dyslexia is that it's considered to be a hidden, invisible disability. You can't really look at somebody and tell he or she is dyslexic. So oftentimes, if you're that student in the classroom and you're the good student, the well-behaved student, you don't cause any trouble, you could easily get overlooked and not realize, the teacher may not realize that you really have a problem. Or sometimes if you are the good student and you're the helper, they'll say, oh, he's a good girl, she's a good girl, he's a good boy. So there are a lot of different reasons that students can get overlooked and not get the support that they need. And part of the other challenge is that with dyslexia, you can just kind of move through the grade levels without getting the help and the support that you need. But by the time you get to like 6th grade, 7th grade, where the content becomes harder and harder and more challenging, that's when it really starts to become a problem. Because when you're younger, when you're in pre-K to like 2nd grade, you're learning how to read. You're learning how to read. You're learning your skills. But 3rd grade and beyond, now it's reading to learn. So you're reading information, you're processing information, critical thinking, analyzing information, all of that. So it's expected when you go to 7th and 8th grade that you should be able to do certain things. It's expected when you go to college or vacation school that you should be able to do certain things. But guess what? Someone with dyslexia is not that they can't do it, but they need support. They need support systems. So that's everything that is at the heart of what I do every single day. Every single day I'm talking to parents, grandparents, foster parents, teachers, educators, special education lawyers, all of these different individuals who are a part of the team that make up solutions and resources for students. Other services that I provide, because they're on
The kids are just having the 9 and 10.
So what we're gonna do afterwards, if we do, but we're gonna try to let them play a little bit. A lot of them want to play, so the smaller kids will bring them this side, the ones that are a little bit bigger to get a chance to actually play.
What about these guys? They weren't here in the morning. Did we do them?
We'll let those two shoot it out. Yeah.
Right. Candy said she put her book in her folder in here. It probably is over there.
We'll let those two shoot it
So
out.
my main point that I want you to be aware of, never be embarrassed or ashamed
So
if something
we've
you
got
don't understand.
your book that's going to go in the 76 for who did the best job, whoever you decide should get it. But then we've got Tony's book, and since Tony is all about disabilities, we're going to have him give his books out to not necessarily the kids who won, but who put out the best effort, who fits that. So every kid will get, that.
So as an advocate, you are, well, your parents are your best advocate, but you have to
Everybody gets one.
advocate also. An advocate means that you are able to speak for yourself. You're able to ask for the help and the support that you need. It's extremely important. If you don't verbalize and voice what you need, nobody's going to ever know that you need help. So it's critically important that you become your own best advocate. And this morning I heard Coach Martelli say something about reading. He talked about how important reading is and the relevance of reading, how reading can take you far. So when I started my reading clinic, the reading clinic was just a dream to me. When I was a little girl, I used to be in my bedroom in my parents' house. I'm a product of the Philadelphia school system, grew up in the Mount Airy section of Philadelphia, and I used to read to my dolls. In my mind, I was teaching them how to read because I've always been fascinated with reading and I love reading. So when I started the reading clinic, I knew as a little girl I wanted to do something with learning disabilities and help children and help adults learn how to read because my mother was a special education teacher. And I could not understand how she helped older children and adults how to read. She used to bring them home to our house. I would go to her classroom sometimes. And because I could always read, it was difficult for me to understand how come they can't read. So that is where a lot of my passion began as a young child, and I had no idea where it was going to take me today. So when I started the reading clinic, there are two quotes that I live by that is the foundation of the reading clinic. And the first quote is by a woman named Mary McLeod Bethune. What's her name?
Bethune-Cookman College.
Mary McLeod Bethune. I want you to research her to find out who she was. But one of the quotes that she said, which is at the heart of the reading clinic, is that the whole world opened to me when I learned how to do what? Read. That is one of her major quotes. The whole world opened to me when I learned how to read. What do you think that means? Why do you think she said that? What do you think that means? The whole world opened to me when I learned how to read.
Pretty smart.
Well, sometimes when it's like you're reading, it's like you're transported into like a different dimension where like you can experience all the things.
Different dimension.
Anybody else?
Okay.
He was ready for this.
Right.
He got you. He got you.
Different dimension.
Different dimension. I know.
Right.
Somebody has to share.
He getting a book and a bag and a t-shirt, everything. He getting all that.
Okay, very good. Yes, I want you to think about that. Have you ever opened a book and started reading something and you either just started smiling, you might have started crying, your mind opened up. Reading does a lot of things because words on a page evoke emotion. That emotion might be smiles, it might be laughter, it might be humor. It's so many different things because authors are creative when they write things. So the whole world opened to me when I learned how to read. I want you to remember that quote and I want you to look up and research Mary McLeod Bethune. And before I finish, I want to share another quote with you by one of my other favorite people, Frederick Douglass. And you want to know what his quote is? Frederick Douglass. What's his name?
Frederick Douglass.
When I learn how to read, or when you learn how to read, you will forever be free. When you learn how to read, you will forever be free. What do you think that means? Be free. What does that mean? What comes to mind? Again, there's no wrong answer. Absolutely. He said opens up more opportunities. What's your name? Dominic, yes. Anybody else want to share? What does it mean to be free when you know how to read? It opens your imagination. What's your name? Chase. Very good.
Chase.
Oh, Chase. I'm sorry, Chase. Yes, absolutely. So remember, Frederick Douglass said, when you learn how to read, you are forever free. Mary McLeod Bethune, the whole world opened to me when I learned how to read. And then one of my other favorite quotes that I live by, that is at the pit of my soul, is by one of my favorite people, Malcolm education. Repeat after me. Education
Education
is our passport
is our
to
passport
the future.
to the future.
For the future
For the future
belongs to
to
those
those
who prepare for it today.
who prepare for it today.
Education is our passport to the future, for the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. So that means you have to do what today?
Read.
Prepare for your education. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Remember, you are your best advocate. Love on yourself, advocate for yourself, and most importantly, don't be afraid to ask for help. Enjoy your day. Thanks for your time.